All right, today we're going to talk about FPV Exchange.
So you like this, where you have a box or a bag of parts, either spares from an old build or brand new parts. You can see in here I got TBS Crossfire units, I got a Foxeer camera, I got a bunch of motors, I got Success flight controller, all kinds of stuff in here, just kind of spare parts that I have on hand. Well, what if somebody from the area needs some parts in the FPV community? It could be one of my buddies or just people that I don't even know, that don't even live all that close to me, that just need some parts in the FPV. They're in a pinch, they need some stuff quick, or maybe you just have stuff you want to throw up and are willing to part with for the right price or just for a reasonable price, and you want to thin out what you have in storage under the bench. Well, that's where FPV Exchange comes into play.
So FPV Exchange is a peer-to-peer marketplace with a little twist. The twist is when you log into FPV Exchange and you make an account, you can sync up your purchase history from your favorite vendors, and that creates an inventory for you. So all those parts you might have, you can inventory just from your purchases that you have. And then you can make them publicly available and then rank them based on if you're willing to sell that item or not, actively trying to sell it or maybe willing to sell it for the right price. And for me, a lot of the stuff that I have is kind of that way. Like, I have it, I'm not really trying to actively sell the stuff, but hey, if somebody needs some stuff and they have the right price, sure, I'll sell it to them. And then there's other stuff that I'll probably just use FPV Exchange to put it up. I do want to kind of clear out the bench a little bit. So there's kind of a 5-step process here. First, obviously you make an account and then you sync up your recent purchase histories. For the items in your inventory that you decide to make public, other pilots in the same country, region, or city be able to see that they're available. Those pilots can choose to make you an offer based on your willingness to sell the product if you're actively trying to sell it, or maybe you just have it listed for available and you have it at a stage of willing to consider an offer. If it's an offer or just an asking price purchase, and then based off that person's dependability or status on the site, you can decide if you want to sell it to them or whatnot. Then from there, simply meet up and you're off to the races. So of course, the first thing we want to do down here is go ahead and log in. In this scenario, you would hit the sign up page, then you can add your information here to go ahead and sign up. I've already did that. So you'll see items here that people have in their inventory and made publicly available, but there's also vendors on here as well, like Race Day Quads, Get FPV, FPV Crate, so on and so forth. So this is a great example right here. I'm gonna go ahead and click on this lens and you can see there's two people I can purchase this from. One is Race Day Quads, a vendor with the V in front of it, certified vendor. So I can go ahead and hit buy if I want to buy it from them, and oh no, it's sold out. That kind of sucks. Well, let's go back here. Oh look, there's a Mike Chen. It says he's 111 miles from me. Go ahead and hit buy. You can see it's in used condition. If I'm interested, I would go ahead and submit an offer. Note here as well, if you do have an item similar to this, you can go up to I have one to sell. And then in here, you can put in the number of quantity, the price you're looking for, and then kind of categorize it by your willingness to sell. So here is not selling, so it wouldn't really be here if you're not that. Unlikely is, I'm willing to accept this kind of a price, unlikely to sell. This one, open to offer, so if somebody wants to make an offer lower than the price you're asking for, it's kind of indicating that. Selling means you're willing to sell it, and then obviously must sell is I want to get this product moved, I want to get rid of it. Of course, you can fill in condition, some notes, and then upload your own custom photos if you'd like to do that. And that would add into this listing and then have more photos on the left-hand side there as we saw. Now, if we go up to the top on your account, you can go ahead and click on that and then hit inventory. If you're doing this the first time, you can go up to sync inventory and then put in your favorite vendor. So you can see you got Get FPV, Race Day Quads, a whole bunch of vendors here. It's not all of them, like Progressive RC is a vendor I've purchased from in the past, and they're not on here, but I'm sure this vendors list will grow. But many of the popular ones, such as Ready Made RC, Power Drone, so on and so forth, are already on this list. So basically you pick your vendor, put in your credentials for how you log into their websites for your orders, and then go ahead and hit start import. And what that will do is query up the order history that you have with Get FPV or whatever the vendor is, and it will populate your inventory here of stuff that you've purchased in the past. The intent here is the stuff you've ordered from these vendors is probably the stuff that you have maybe some possible excess inventory of. And some of them I saw that, people order 2 by mistake, things of that nature, have used the product and don't want to use it anymore. Like one person on here ordered 2 of the DJI analog mods and they just wanted to get rid of one of them. So they have it listed up here on FPV Exchange. After your inventory is downloaded, you can go through the different vendors you might have. Then you can go and publish which ones you're willing to. Again, the default is open to offers on. Of course, you can go in here to edit and customize this, maybe a different price, change the name, description, upload a custom image if you have one, and change the condition. Some of the stuff you might have, it might be new because you maybe just never opened the package. Some other options up here is you can, of course, just add a custom item that's not necessarily in your purchasing inventory from other vendors. Or you can add a bundle of items where you can, from your inventory or custom items you've added, you can kind of bundle stuff together. So if you wanted to sell an entire quad of stuff that you purchased, so say you bought a bunch of components to build an entire quad, just never got around to building it, want to sell the whole thing, you can kind of create a bundle, but then have those items listed individually as well, so somebody could buy the bundle or the individual items. I would be remiss if I neglected to mention that there is a giveaway that you can be eligible for if you get signed up pretty quick. So the sign up deadline is tonight, the 24th, or tomorrow morning at 1 a.m. So you got 3 hours left to get signed up. Again, that is tonight or tomorrow morning at December 24th at 1 a.m. United States Eastern Standard Time. All you need to do is sign up to FPV Exchange and do a sync on your orders with one of your favorite vendors, and that's it. Then there'll be a live stream tomorrow, the 24th, at 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. to announce the winner. You don't actually need to be on the live stream to win, but you do have to respond to direct messages if you are a winner. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. And you can see all the stuff that's going to be in the giveaway. Some pretty cool stuff in here. They're giving away a Prusa 3D printer, all this list of stuff, some pretty high quality things, which kind of ties into the concept of FPV Exchange as well. It's kind of recognizing that pilots are buying the good stuff so that, and you might have some excess inventory stuff. So when people get in to the hobby, you can kind of go to FPV Exchange, see what people are buying, and maybe able to pick that stuff up at a discounted rate if people are willing to part with it. But even if you do miss the deadline for sign up for the giveaway, please do check it out. There is a huge list of stuff in here. And obviously some of this stuff is just vendor listed items, but you can see, there's quite a list, and this just keeps going on and going on forever. The gentleman that built and administers the site, I know him personally. We actually knew each other, childhood friends. We lost touch for forever and kind of re-met back up with FPV. He's down in the Philadelphia area. Great guy. So check out FPV Exchange. It's run by somebody that's definitely engaged in the community. And if it's something that you see of value for you, check it out.